Okay, you ran out of space on your phone and I don't know exactly when it shut off. So now we're on my phone and hopefully I'll be able to figure out how to send this to you later or put it on YouTube, even if it's in smaller chunks. Oh, Mo, with your humping. Stop it with the humping. All right, so what I was just saying is that he's getting really good with the check-in. Here, Mo, touch. Yes, good. And with the touch, he's getting really good at that. But as far as the check-in, remember, as you know, going through, Mo, no, good boy. Going through this list, there are different stages, of course, to the behavior. Mo, your butt's right in the camera. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Sit down. Relax. There's the luring stage, which is using the treat. So with the check-in, that's putting the treat right in between my eyes. There's the targeting, which would be the next phase where I'd have to point in between my eyes. Then there's the pointing. So as far as sign, or without the verbal command, just means yes, good boy. It means pointing instead of saying check-in. So in other words, he'll do the check-in whether I say it verbally and or point. And then stage 4 is minimal food or targeting, and with increased distance, duration, and distraction. So he's really all the way. On this command, he's all the way up to here. Because by distance, what I mean is, itchy eye, is increasing the distance between myself and him. Check in. Yes, good boy. So even though we've only increased the distance by a couple of feet here, that's still impressive. He's got it. He knows what check-in means. Now, right now, he's kind of looking at me. Like every time he sits down, he gives me eye contact. He's giving me eye contact right now. He's giving you butt contact on the camera. But right now, I'm going to take a treat. I'm going to toss it. Go get it. So that I can then say, check in. Yes. And he's great at this. He just stops, and you can't see it. He wasn't in the frame. Mo, check in. Good boy. Good. Okay, so he's doing really, really good on this. So I'm gonna challenge him to hold the treat. Hold it over here. Check in. Good. You're not fooled for a second. He still is looking right into my eyes. So that's great. I mean, that's like a success right there. Now, how about Mo? Can you sit? Mo, sit. Can you sit? Nope. Here, can you sit? Good. So I'm not sure if he knows the command sit really well, or if that's his default behavior. Sit and then bounce. Sit. Mo, sit. Nope, that's a down. Close. Can you sit? Yes. You are so smart, Mo. He's really, really smart. Okay, so now we're going to work on a sit, stay. Stay. Nope. Okay, so I was just kind of testing to see how much we could get away with there. Kind of just checking to see where he is on different commands. You're just tiring yourself out, aren't you, buddy? So again, just like with the down stay, or just like with the go to your place, those things essentially mean sit and stay until you're released. So whether I say stay or not, it should be implied in the dog's mind. Mo, sit. Mo, sit. 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 Nope, that's a down. Sit. Good. Okay, now in order to kind of help him out, I can say stay, and I'm using the hand signal, and I'm backing up. Okay, release. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, so when I use the release, again, I don't need to give him a treat for popping up. The release itself is supposed to be a reward for having sat and stayed. So, yeah, so I mean, he's picking this stuff up really pretty quickly. Let's see. So, yeah, as far as practicing these things go, obviously, again, right now there's not a lot of distraction. The perspective is so funny. He looks huge and his butt looks huge and I look tiny. from this angle. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, right now there are no distractions in this room. So when you're practicing this stuff with the kids and everybody in the room, it's going to be 15, 20, 50 times, whatever, a lot more distracting and a lot more challenging. Especially because he's used to being in that context and being able to run around and do whatever. Although I don't know how he is usually, like when you guys are in the living room, the kids are running around, if he's running around too, or if he's learned to just kind of lay and be calm in that situation, that would be good. But otherwise it's something that, and either way, it's something that you'll want to be practicing with him. So, Mo, sit. Sit. Nope. Sit. Nope. So he goes right into a down, which again, it's not the most important thing in the world. It doesn't matter all that much whether he sits or lays down, but I do want to differentiate between the two just for the purposes of learning. Nope. Yes. Okay. So timing is everything. And again, you won't necessarily be using the clicker, but you know, at this point, he kind of, I think, knows these things well enough that you don't necessarily even need to mark the behavior so much anymore. Nope. You sit. You sit. Yes, good. Oh, you're so smart. All right, so let's work on, let's go and stop. And we're not going to use a leash for this, obviously. We're just going to work on, here, come here, your butt in the camera. Come here, Mo. Come here, Mo. So we'll work on some very simple off-leash walking behavior, and then we'll use a leash at some point to do this also. But of course, we have a very small space up here, so it's not like, again, you always start out teaching something where it's the simplest form. Mo, no, but no, okay. So when I say let's go, that basically is just the command to, okay, if you're stopped or whatever, let's go, we're going to start moving. We're going to teach him the command with me, which means walk right at my side. And we're going to teach him the command stop, which means to stop. Okay, so first of all, let's get him into what we call the sweet spot, which is essentially right at your left side. Or if it's more comfortable for you, you can do it on your right side, but I just usually teach it on the left side. Okay, Mo, ready? So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to use luring. I have the treat in my hand. I'm also going to use my pointer finger to get him on my left side, right? Here. Mo, here. Oh, so we haven't really practiced here, so let's do that first. And that is basically just having him come to your pointer or follow your pointer finger. Ready? Because here is then used to position him in different ways. So if he's following my pointer finger, and then I'm going to reward him for doing that. Okay, ready? Here. Come on, ready? Come on. Here. Here. Good. And at first, I'm not expecting him to go very far. I'm just rewarding him for short follows. Yes, good. Ready? Here. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Ready? Here. Come on here. Yes, good job, Mo. Good job. So eventually, the way we will use this to get him into basically a heel position is by using here. Come on here. Here. What? Yes. Just like that. And then we start rewarding when he's right there at the left side in, again, what we call the sweet spot. Okay. So this here command you can end up using to teach other commands like with me, which basically means be here at my side, let's go, and you're going to keep walking right alongside me. But for now, let's just continue working on the command here, so he starts to understand that means go to wherever the finger is pointing. Nope. Ready? Here. And I want him to be a little bit more deliberate about it. Right now, it's like he's just he's doing little dashes toward my hand and kind of trying to bite at the tree. Ready? Here. Here. And notice how before I give him the command, I wait until he's just sitting at attention, right? Because I don't want to say a command while he's already bouncing around. I want to wait till he's back at center, basically, like he's come back to center, and then we start with another command. Nope, nope. Okay, ready? Here. Good, Mo. Good boy, ready? Here. Good boy, Mo. Okay, ready? Here. Good job. Good job, buddy. Good boy. All right. Let me take, oops, oh, sorry, Mom. I take a little break here because anytime you're training, especially with a puppy, but even with any dog, you don't want to just try and train for, 30, 40 minutes solid. You want to take a break so the dog stays motivated and just so that they can kind of rest a little bit and then reset. So I'm going to turn this off. Wait.